So if you don't want Slay the Spire 2 spoilers, I didn't. So I started watching a stream for Slay the Spire 2 and realized I was just going to spoil my dessert, and I just turned it off. I watched for 0.2 seconds, and then I turned it off. So if you don't want Slay the Spire 2 spoilers, do not watch. So there's a fair amount of crossover between people who like Legends of Runeterra, people who like Slay the Spire, so I'm going to just do a run. I wanted to capture like the first time that I played the game, but then I forgot to do that, so I actually did one run earlier, but this will be the second time that I've ever played Slay the Spire 2. And, you know, this won't replace any of our normal videos, but I did want to do that, so... But at the beginning, we have our Niao. And there are new options here for your starting things. So if you played Slay the Spire 1, you had, I think it was almost always like the same couple of options. And now we have different ones. I think I'm going to transform, and I'm going to transform and defend. Oh, you get choices. Or does it do one of each? I think it did one of each. Yeah, we lost a strike and a defend. And it got replaced with a mangle and a battle trance. Battle trance is really good, probably. I don't know. I don't know if like the same cards that were good before are still good now. When we're checking out the pathing, I like to pick up a lot of elites and fireplaces, so it looks like the right side seems to be the way that we're going. And I think like the art style for Slay the Spire 2 versus Slay the Spire 1 is definitely improved. You can see like more detail in like the animations, and I think the characters just look a little bit cleaner. And the way they change the icons, it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to, but I think overall it looks cool. I mean, look at that shrinker actually shrinking you. I think that's neat. So this is enemy loses 10 strength. They should just be able to do 0 damage there. We're out of energy, so we pass. Then we're gonna strike again. Pick up our speed potion, which is 5 dex temporarily. Gain 1 attack. Gain 1 energy for each attack in your hand. That sounds like something that I want, because I do tend to be very offensive focused. Which I don't know if is good or bad. Battle trance. So we can get 3 energy for playing 2 energy. And then we can use bash and then 2 defend. Want to preserve our life as much as possible, generally speaking. We can get more energy here and then attack twice because of the mangle. Dude, mangle is so good. Minus 10 strength is a huge amount of strength. When a card is exhausted, I don't really have a source of exhaust right now, but I mean we could roll into it. And Feel No Pain has typically been a really good card. I'm just going to pick it up there. There are new events and stuff too. This one is Dense Vegetation. Having taken the wrong path for a good while, you find yourself in a thick jungle of ferns, shrubs, and vines, especially vines. Exhaustion sets in, and a dark thought comes to mind. You are lost, unprepared, and the inevitability of death is approaching. This is how I feel every day, by the way. Lost, unprepared, and the inevitability of death is approaching. What do? Remove a card, or heal and fight some enemies. Card removal tends to be strong, so I'm going to do that. Fighting enemies and healing does seem like it'll have potential. Also, I didn't read the second part of that, so oops. Not a good reader. Don't think I have cards that exhaust, so I don't think Feel No Pain is actually going to do anything for us for now. So we probably want to kill something. We can do strike, strike, defend. And then we'll prevent that 3 damage. Then we'll do bash and strike, and we're out of energy. Should have maybe used battle trance first, then I could have used expect to fight. So give me back 2 energy, so it's not helpful at all. Get rid of the slimed, or just apply vulnerable here. I guess we can do both. Going to Battle Trance first this time. Feel no pain, exhaust the slime, and defend, and then we're just in full defend. I don't know how much I need to preserve my hit points, so I'm being pretty careful here. I just want to do damage. And then Bash and Strike will finish it off. Take the vulnerable push, and Flame Barrier's always been good to me. Deal 16 damage. Start of your turn. Plays from the exhaust pile. So if we exhaust this, does it play again? I don't know, I'm gonna pick it up because I have no idea what that means or what it does. And we're going to Smith. If Mangle costs less, it does not. We would definitely do that. Feel no pain increases. This does an extra 5 damage to everything, which is probably what I want to do. This reduces in cost, so that does want an upgrade. Battle Trance upgrade is also good. I don't like that I can't click off cards right now. I have to click this button, or probably escape, yeah, to move off of a card. I would prefer if I could just click not on the card. Take Hell from Beyond. And I'm trying to just fight as many elites as possible. Kinda want to play that just to see what it does, but like the correct thing to do is just deal damage and then not take any. It's kind of the same as like a Thunder Wave. I think that's what it's called. So we'll apply Vulnerable and Strike. This is going to be a bad round. Defend, defend. And we could play Feel No Pain. See, again, I can't really easily click off. To just get it out of our deck. It's taking up space. Still want to see what that does, but it keeps drawing at the same time as the other card. And Mangle is just more important to play in those moments. We could play it now, and then we'll take 21 damage, which seems incorrect. So we can Hell from Beyond. Yeah, it just goes into the discard pile, so I assume if there's a way to exhaust it, it'll play from exhaust. Wonder if it comes back into your deck, if it does. The Molten Fist is new. It doubles the enemy's vulnerable, which I think is something that the Ironclad's going to be wanting to do. So we could do Havoc and then maybe combine that with the other card, but I don't know, Havoc's not great because you just run out of cards. And you don't get to choose what you're playing, which can be, you know, bad. I'm gonna take Thunderclap for the vulnerable, and not because I misclicked on it. So this does nothing. We can Thunderclap, Battle Trance. Good. Wish I'd drawn that earlier. I need to start with the other thing. Yep. Battle Trance. I need to be better at using Battle Trance first. I'm gonna use Hell from Beyond because I'm curious to see if I can do anything interesting with it. Birdonis. Expect a Fight is not as good as I thought it was going to be. It would definitely be better if I upgraded it. His Mangle will just nullify him. He gets strength every round too. So we can probably just Thunderclap Strike here. We're not in like the best position. But if I take a bunch of Hell from Beyonds and then pick up Exhaust, that would synergize with the Feel No Pain. I'm gonna upgrade Expect a Fight, and then maybe I just die because I don't have any hit points. Anchor's great. I'm gonna upgrade Mangle, we're playing it a lot. And then we have to do 3 or 4 fights. Let's do 3 on 17 hit points, but I believe in myself. We have the Leaf Slime and the Slithering Strangler. We get a debuff and 2 status cards. Slime is probably going to add Slime as a status card. But we do have the Hell from Beyond here. We could have done Vulnerable on something first. Let's remember to Battle Trance. And then I can kill one thing and then just take 7 damage. Although 7 damage is not good. Probably don't have a better option though. And we also take 3 from the Constrict. I feel like the enemies are way more lethal, way more quickly. Also, I should have played the block there, I forgot about the Strangle. It's a good power. I don't know if I can afford powers. I'm like basically dead. Bygone Effigy. The enemy is doing nothing this turn when you play a card, so this is like the statue from before. Start with Battle Trance. Okay, let's just mangle. My journey ends here. I intend to buff. Should have expected a fight first. Although it doesn't actually make a difference. And I should have played the defend first because of the slow. They're doing 25 damage. I drew no blocks. We can Gambler's Brew here. Then just get rid of everything. Draw a whole new hand. See if we can maybe roll into something that'll keep us alive. Like the Mangle will be pretty good. Could use energy, but I don't really have it. I made my deck way too offensive. Oh, and I'm gonna take 10 damage, so I'm just dead. Now, you might be saying, you should have healed. And you're right. I should have, but I did not. Let's go again. Random Relic. First 3 cards are upgraded, and in exchange you lose a relic. It's probably worth it. I'm gonna take it. Then again, we look. 2 elites this way, 1 that way, so 2. We can get 3 if we go that other way. And there's a shop. I actually haven't been to a shop yet, so let's try that. So strike, strike, defend, we take no damage. Although we can't afford to take a little damage because Ironclad heals 6 at the end of each combat. Strike, strike, defend. And there's our 6 damage. Pick up our slime. I feel like exhausting a card draws a card sometimes. Bash strike. I know this is going to be like super broken at some point. I'm just not sure how yet. Pulse Strike is really good. I'm gonna take Molten Fist because I'm trying out new cards. Strike, strike, strike. Bash and double. And so we're down 1 hit point at the end of this, but that's fine. Whenever you gain block, deal 7 to the enemy? That's kind of sick. Also, Setup Strike is deal 9, gain 3 strength. It's really good. I can take Grapple, sounds cool. Let's go to the shop, I haven't seen one. This looks cool. We have Whirlwind, which is always a nice staple. This is free block and it draws a card. We don't have money for relics. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card, okay. Potion belt is more potion slots. We have new potions, maybe. Gain 1 energy, gain an additional energy at the start of your next 3 turns. That's not bad. And then of course we can remove a card. Finesse is free, I'm tempted to take that. This is like gain 1 strength for every vulnerable, so this is what synergizes with something like Molten Fist. Gain 8 block, gain another 8 block if you have exhausted a card. So if you're playing exhaust, that's probably amazing. Probably just amazing. And then juggle, add a copy of the 3rd attack you play each turn into your hand. I feel like that can't possibly be good. I'm gonna take finesse. It's free. Synergizes with how I think about things. I'm gonna pick the event over the fight. Okay, this room is full of cheese. You look around to see if there are any traps, and above you is more cheese. Candles in this room appear to be made of cheese. The furniture is also cheese. Suddenly, the door behind you slams shut. It is made of cheese. So we can add 2 common cards to our deck, or we can lose 14 hit points and then gain 1 max combat at the 1 max hit point at the end of combat. And again, I did not read because I do not know how. We upgrade finesse, it's extra block, but upgrading bash is extra vulnerable, which I think is a little bit better. And we have the frog parasite, which on dying summons something and will give us 3 status cards. I think I fought this guy the first time that I played. We get infect, which if it's in your hand at the end of turn, you take 3 damage. Good Molten Fist, double that vulnerable. And I kind of want to drink an attack potion here because I don't really have a lot going on. Fire would be okay, but I actually kind of wanted something like Whirlwind. Guess I'll start with the weakest one. So we can grapple, block, block, and that'll do 21 damage. I think more actually. Finesse, bash. I'm not gonna have enough to kill it. I'm just gonna take a bunch of damage for no reason. It's fine, I'm sure it's fine. What could possibly go wrong? Wish I could play that defend. But it's better to kill the enemy first. Block, block, strike. Really can't do anything else. We're still gonna take 6 damage from the infections. Should have bashed then grapple, but it didn't really matter there. Toxic Egg upgrades skills. So plating is at the end of your turn you gain block, and it's reduced by 1 at the start of your turn. So that's kind of nice over time. Whenever you draw a card containing strike, it is played against a random enemy. Love it. Sapphire Seed. Narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed. Its unmistakable color gives away that it's a sapphire seed. Weren't these incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming one can greatly amplify your endurance, but what if you plant and nourish it instead? So we can gain hit points and upgrade a card, which kind of low on hit points. Or we can add, the first time you play a card, each combat, gain 1 energy. I like energy. I like upgrading cards. Our deck could use upgrades. Actually, not really that many. Unlike Finesse, I guess. Because we did manage to upgrade the other ones. Let's take this, and so when we play it, we get in energy back. Let's put it on Bash. So Bash effectively costs 1 now. And then we go back to the guy that killed us last time. Let's do Hellraiser. Then Grapple Defend or Bash? Probably Bash. See, like, wish I could just on-click. I'm sure they'll fix that. Because it was flawless in the original Slay the Spire, so... And then the strikes played on their own. Shall we begin? Wish I could do just a little bit more damage here. See, I was trying to get rid of the card and I failed to do so. Take Bag of Marbles, 4th vulnerable, and you always basically take your relics. There's no reason not to. So this deals an additional 2 damage for every vulnerable. We've been stacking vulnerable and it costs 0. So I think we're going to take Bully, obviously with Pommel Strike. And Stomp is also a good card. It deals 12 damage to all enemies and it costs 1 less for each attack you played. So if you're playing a bunch of attacks, maybe you're playing them for free. And here's our empty chest from the event that we took at the beginning. Going to upgrade this because obviously I don't care about hit points and living. Surely in one of these 3 events we'll find something to keep us alive. Bully. Defend. Strike. Strike. The fuzzy worm crawler. It's so cute. Grapple. Finesse. Defend. Defend. That was like the easiest thing we fought so far. Bloodletting is good. I don't know if I have enough draw to actually make this functional right now. I think mostly what I need is a draw. I'm gonna take it in hopes that I find draw later. But we could go to a fireplace and upgrade that finesse. Or we could heal. Yeah, you know I'm not gonna heal. Look, I play really aggressively and then I lose. It's fine. Strike, strike. Bully, strike. Pass. I was scared that he was sticking around. Hellraiser, strike. Defend, defend. That max hit points are probably going to pay off at some point. We can grapple, defend, and I think that's a little bit better than bash, because we get some damage out of the defend and also, you know, we don't die. I could have played Molten Fist, I don't know why I didn't. Sure, it's fine. What could go wrong? Like, we could have won and then just did not. I'm so bad. I need to get back into the rhythm of it. The end of your turn, one random attack in your hand is played against a random enemy. That's interesting. I'm gonna take it, but I don't know if it's right. Now we're at Birdonis again. Take Hellraiser, hit Finesse, defend, defend, can't strike. Gotta remember that I have that speed potion. We'll probably need it. Like, let's say right now. So, Molten Fist, Bully, Stampede, and then the grapple will play for free. Gadra is extra strength. Tremble would synergize pretty well. Breakthrough's not bad. This does give us sorta draw. I'm gonna take the Tremble just to try to make a vulnerable deck. And we can upgrade Stampede to 1 cost. I think if I do that, there's probably a good chance I lose at the boss. But, you know, whatever. It's investment, right? If you win, and if you lose, just start over. Alright, Ceremonial Beast. It's starting by doing nothing, which is fine. We'll bully it. We can also give 3 vulnerable with this potion, so that can synergize with our Tremble and Molten Fist. Because I started so low on hit points, I'm just gonna kinda try to go all in. That animation's amazing. And he's stunned, so my defends are wasted. Didn't really have a good anything there. Stampede, grapple, bully, and he's pretty dead. Can't play cards? I can only play 1 card. Oh, I probably played my 1 card. But it was one of the free strikes, actually. Defend, 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 so we don't die. Never punished. We already have Hellraiser, we don't need it twice. I don't know what happens if you have it twice, actually. Lose 1 HP, exhaust 1 card, gain 2 strength. That's not actually too bad. Let's take Impervious, though. We have 4 block. And we get to the Melting Dragon. Do you remember how it feels to dream? It is good to sleep. It is good to sleep. The tiers are, if you end your turn with unspent energy, you gain 2 energy next round, which is really nice. You also have Pale's Tooth. Remove 5 cards from your deck, and then get them added back in. Upgraded. We did that last time. Or maybe I did that a different time. I did that in my first time. And then Pale's Legion, doubles block. Gained from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. So that just happens like every 3 turns. You can double block from a card. Interesting. I think I'm gonna take... I don't know. Let's take the tiers. Energy can't possibly be bad. I'm gonna go right side. I think we're gonna just do this path. Evening Hopper, so this guy steals your cards and then tries to run away. This does like way too much damage. So this double's vulnerable, of which we have 1, and we can bully him and double defend here. I need more draw. I have so many inexpensive cards and no way to play them. Stampede and grapple. This is a potion that does 10 to all enemies. We're gonna take back our bully. And then we're gonna add a card. I don't really want to exhaust my card, but I think Breakthrough is pretty good. Need draw. I don't need to play more cards. I'm gonna skip. Alright, the Potion Courier. There is a sour smell in the air, and shortly after you find a Potion Courier collapsed on the ground, unmoving, lifeless, dead. While their belongings have been ransacked, there's a batch of foul-smelling potions with a note, Recipient Merchant. So, we can take a random uncommon potion, or 3 foul potions. These you deal 12 damage to everyone, or throw it at the merchant for 100 gold instead. You have a merchant coming up, I think. Yeah, right here. So, let's make some gold. I can hold 2, which is 200 gold. I think I want to keep the damage potion, though. So Impervious will just solve this round completely. And if we wanted to attack, we could Bloodletting for 3 hit points. I don't think I'm going to do that. Going to Bash, Tremble, Grapple, Finesse. Wish I could play that Molten Fist. Shouldn't have finessed, probably. Bully, defend, defend. Oh, we stunned him. Nice. So I guess he goes underground and we can stun him. If we do enough damage. Finesse, block, block. We're fine. And we bully. Can't take a potion because we're full. Shrug it off has always been very good. If you lost HP this turn, draw one card, 9 damage for free. Can I force myself to lose damage? Or lose hit points? It's in my deck. We have Bloodletting. So like you could Bloodletting into that. It's kind of, I don't know. Whatever, it's new. Let's pick it up and see how it feels. Gotta try everything, you know? Regal Pillow gives us hit points at rest. And we can throw potions at the merchant for money. And we can remove a card we don't want, like a defend or a strike. Since we're kind of equivalent, let's get rid of a strike. Master of Strength draws 4 cards. This is kind of exactly what I've been looking for. Still, I'm very curious how Hell from Beyond functions, like how we can make it exhaust. Mind Blast you start with and deals a lot of damage. What does it upgrade to? 0 cost? Innate? That's pretty cool. Candelabra is at the start of your second turn, gain 2 energy. And we have the Miniature Tent. You can choose any number of options at rest sites. That sounds amazing. Never been good at picking potions. Not really my thing. I can take Candelabra. I think if we take Mind Blast and then just like get a bunch of cards, it should work out for us. Does it exhaust? No. Okay. So let's start by... This is the Infested Prism. The first time you attack it, it takes attack damage, you gain an energy. So let's Tremble. And then we're going to Mind Blast. Then we're going to Finesse so that Mind Blast does more damage. Then we'll defend. Probably should have defended twice instead of use the strike. Use Stampede, Hellraiser, and then double defend. Then we're going to Bash, Grapple, or Molten Fist, Bully, and then Grapple. Taking so much damage here. 27 is too many. So we can Bloodletting into Spite, which will draw a card. And then we bully. I really liked Mangle. Really expensive though. Twin Strike says the word strike on it, so it'll play for free. Really liked the Mangle, so I'm gonna pick it up. I think I want the rest site because I can do both options. So let's upgrade Mangle first, I think. And then we'll rest. Because of the pillow, we get all our hit points back. And then we can pick up Bronze Scales, so we get 3 thorns. When things attack us, they'll take 3 damage. These are Chompers, they're extraordinarily cute. This guy's going to give us 3 status cards. And they do have... I guess they started with 2 vulnerable because our bag of marbles would have removed 1. It's kind of, you know... vulnerable is how we've been doing things. So we can Impervious here. And then just not take damage. That's probably the call. And we get Dazed. Play Hellraiser. All our defends. So we're gonna get 3 Dazed again. So this is kind of like the 3 guys from the last game, where they're just switching off damage and dazes. Play Stampede. That should play our Mangle for free. I'm going to Tremble, and whatever that card was. Then, yeah, the Mangle will go up for free, which is perfect. Don't take any damage. I'm gonna start drawing all these dazes, though, which is gonna become a problem. I'm gonna play skill, see if I can not take damage here. Shrug it off. Molten Fist, perfect. I really like Havoc. I don't think it's very good, but I really like it. I'm gonna skip here. Maybe we just double up on Molten Fist. Also, I didn't know this exhausted. Yep, I pay attention to things. Let's go to the site again, upgrade the Molten Fist. Don't need a rest. Then we'll go to the Elite. The Entomancer. When he's hit, we add 1 dazed into our draw pile. And that's not great. Let's grapple. Block. Block. Mind Blast. And pass. Because we can't play any more cards. Hellraiser. Tremble for more vulnerable. So when we bully him, that's only 1 attack, so, and it does a lot of damage. That's pretty good. Our draw pile right now has 3 dazes in it. We attack 2 more times. I'll have 2 more dazes in it. I don't know if that's right. Do it anyway. And just hope I luck out. All I need is like 1 card. Perfect. Take Happy Flower. Every 3 turns we get 1 energy. And the start of your turn, put a random attack card from your discard pile into your hand and upgrade it. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'm down. Sounds good to me. The Ovi-copter. Also very cute. Tremble, Mind Blast, Finesse, Bite, Strike. Oh, it makes eggs. Minion eggs that hatch. Let's dash, Molten Fist, bully. Next attack you play deals triple damage. That's nice. And Thunderclap gives another source of vulnerable. I'm not sure we need it. I'm gonna take Headbutt though. We'll go into 3 exoskeletons. So they only take a max of 9 damage per attack. And there's many of them. Mind Blast deals 20. So it'll only deal 9. We can reduce the most amount of damage by playing Mangle. And then we can defend. The Mind Blast instead. I don't know if that's right. It's probably not right. Whenever they hit me, they take damage though, that's nice. This guy uses a buff, we can just kill him next round. So we need to focus on these 2 so that we limit the amount of damage we take. Can Tremble. Did I lose hit points? No, but I can lose hit points. And we'll Spite, I missed. I guess we just play all our cards. Don't need to play the Impervious, we'll come back later. So aggression is good. I think we should just honestly play everything. Probably should have killed that guy. Grapple, Finesse, Mind Blast. It took a little bit of damage there, but I think it was fine. Block is not removed. I don't think we're generating enough block for that to be useful. Let's take Pommel Strike for the draw. I did say I wanted more draw. And since we can do every option, we upgrade our Pommel Strike, and we rest. This has really saved my life. by virtue of I don't value my hit points at all. Enemy intends to give you 6 status cards and empower itself. Okay. We can Tremble, Molten Fist, Mind Blast. The Insatiable. Didn't read what that did. Increase Sandpit by 1. Increase the cost of this card by 1. Get further away. I don't know what that means. In 4 turns you will be eaten and die. Okay. So you play this to not die, and the more you play it, the more it costs. So this is Sandpit. Got it. Let's play Aggression and Hellraiser. Let's Headbutt. Tremble maybe? And Strike. I'm just gonna eat damage here, it's fine. If I'm gonna die from anything, it's gonna be that Sandpit. Let's Grapple. I don't know if I took damage this round. Tremble, so we can Bully. Should triple damage that Bully, actually. Let's Bite. Strike. Block, block, block. And to die in 2 turns. Mind Blast really doesn't do anything, but I guess it's free, so it's fine. Bash. And we'll play both Frantic Escapes so that Sandpit doesn't kill us. Almost Strike gives us free draw. Stampede. Molten Fist. Finesse. Strike. So it will either win the game or win the game. We win the game. I like Demon Form, but it's so expensive. Gain Fire also just like eliminates one thing. Gain 8 block, you receive 50% damage, less damage from vulnerable enemies this turn. Interesting. I think this is probably a good card, especially since we're stacking vulnerable. And we get Tanks the Chimera King. So weak, but you have potential. Use this weapon. Try Boomerang. Choose 3 attacks in your deck, enchant them with Instinct, so that decreases the cost of the cards by 1. You can cook at rest sites, and cooking, remove 2 cards from your deck and gain 9 max HP. And we can do that every time. Or add a Whistle to our deck, which deals 33 damage for 3, stuns the enemy, then exhausts. That's not bad. Can't look at what stun does. Removing cards will let us get rid of all these strikes and defends. And then our deck will be, like, more succinct. I'm gonna do that. I think Instinct is also very good. They're probably all very good. I really like the options that are being presented. I don't know what this is. Doesn't tell me. So I have Elite, Elite, Fireplace, Fireplace. So 2 Fireplace, 2 Elite. There's an Elite there, an Elite there, and 1 Fireplace. I think 2 Fireplace and an Elite, or 2 Elite, 2 Fireplace is the best path. And we can go either this way or around that way. Either way, we start here. It's these guys again, except now the healer is a turret operator. At the start of the player's turn, they get 25 block. Okay. And nothing there. Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to play this. Let's Hellraiser. Mind Blast. Stampede will play Molten Fist for me. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. Okay, well, one guy's dead. He has no vulnerable. Maybe we grapple, defend, mangle, spite, molten fist. Yeah, perfect. Fish oil. Gain 1 strength and 1 dexterity. Sure, sounds good. We can enter fish mode. Take shrug it off, draws and blocks. We need both of those things. Go to the merchant. Don't need to remove cards because we'll have that at the campfires. Rest sites, I guess. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, choose a card from it and put it in your hand. As a power, that's pretty good if we get like really low on cards in our deck. I don't think we need True Grit because we don't need to remove cards. Inflame is okay. Retain your hand on the first turn of combat. Maybe? I think Anchor is maybe just better. And I've never, like I said, never known how to evaluate potions. Most of my cards are upgraded anyway. I'm going to take Anchor for the block. We get another merchant, but this is a different merchant. Strike dummy. Probably taking strike dummy. This is like a fake merchant. All of these are less good versions than the original versions. That's funny. And then I think I'm just gonna do the fight. No, let's just do events. Events are fun. Hungry for mushrooms. How long has it been since you ate? Wait, what's that fantastic smell? Following the scent, you reach a cozy campground with all manner of tasty mushrooms being cooked. You don't consider the safety of eating these mushrooms because you are so hungry that you don't notice the dead adventurer. Big mushroom. Draw 2 fewer cards at the start of each combat. Raise your max HP by 20. Or fragrant mushroom. Lose 15 hit points. Upgrade 3 random cards. Well, I don't want to draw 2 fewer cards at the start of each combat, so we're doing fragrant mushroom. You sample the fragrant one, a small woody mushroom with a delicate scent of shellfish. Burst of energy spurs you to run, jump, and rigorously train. Then a sudden stabbing pain hits you as a living fungi struggles within you during its brief final moments. So we upgraded 2 strikes and aggression, I think? There's a lot of free upgrade. And I have no money, so... This turn, your next 2 attacks are played an extra time. Kinda wish I could afford that. That sounds good. Can't afford anything though, except for a block potion, but my potions are full. It's fine. We will cook away... Actually... Cook away 2 defense first. And then we can smith the Mind Blast. No, I wanted to rest. Why I no rest? Okay, cool. We rested. I figured out how to navigate backwards. At the chest, we get +1 dex. Campfire will let me remove 2 more cards, which I think I do want to do. And we'll smith the headbutt. And we don't need a rest, but we'll do it anyway. We take an elite here. Soul Nexus. 29 damage. I don't think we can do anything about that, but it's fine. Mind Blast, Stampede, Grapple Bully. I really need to be playing potions. Alright, we're going to Tremble, Bash, Finesse, do I Strike? Shrug it off, Colossus, now we don't take damage. You can headbutt, tremble, although that doesn't come back till next turn. I feel like, yeah, this does 34 damage. Tripled. Would nearly kill this guy, but maybe I want to save it for later. This is my problem. Tremble, we have Impervious, which I think we have to play. Because I don't think we can kill it. I mean, potentially Pommel Strike. No, nothing good enough. Alright. Mangle. And then we'll play a card for free, should win. Nope. Well, sort of. War Paint upgrades 2 skills, that's our last defense. And Spite hasn't really been working for me. And I wasn't sure if it would, so that's fine. I'm gonna go for that elite as well. Take the real strike dummy in addition to our fake strike dummy. Now all our strikes do more damage. Maybe I should have kept in the strikes. And we get to fight the Mecha Knight. He starts with 3 artifact and now has 2 artifact. Let's aggression, stampede, mind blast, strike, and we're just gonna take some damage here. I'm gonna drink this potion before I forgot the potions exist. I think I already messed up and should have used it earlier, but you know, whatever. We do the best we can. So we're gonna bash. I forgot that bash refunds me. And we're gonna grapple. Will let me tremble. He's also gonna do 4 status cards. Hellraiser. Mangle doesn't matter. You get headbutt. Probably finesse. Actually, Pommel Strike. They'll play for free, I think. That was a lot of damage that we dealt. We get burns. Alright, so that is 8 damage, but he's not doing any other damage. So, seems fine. Draw a card. Double vulnerable, and fully. So far so good. We upgrade 2 attacks, but we have no attacks to upgrade. I don't know how much we're blocking, I don't think it's a lot. Rage gives us block. Don't know if we need it. I mean, in exchange for another card, because this limits our draw. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna go to the event, because I'm just curious what events are. Scroll of Biting. When it deals on-block damage, you lose 2 max hit points. That is so not good. Alright. Shrug it off. Actually, should have grappled first. Finesse. Aggression, tremble. We're not taking on block damage, so we're fine. We also have a ton of hit points because we started with the thing that gives us more hit points. So Impervious will just protect us. You can grapple. Spite. Molten Fist. We need to prevent 14 damage. So we just do everything and then Impervious. Easy. Never spend my potions. Really a problem. Get rid of Explosive and take Strength. And Twin Strike is a strike, but I don't think we need it. I think we're like okay. I can remove 2 cards from my deck. Let's get rid of these Defends. Who needs them? And rest. We go into the Queen and Torchhead Amalgam. So the queen is going to apply afflictions on my cards. And the amalgam is just going to hit me, and it's a minion. So if we kill this, this doesn't matter. Start with Mind Blast. Actually, we should have started with Strength Potion. And let's do Power Potion. First time you gain block, double the amount of block. Sure. Aggression. Let's do Bash. And Colossus. Chains of Binding. First 3 cards drawn are bound. Only 1 bound card can be played. That's fine, I think. But this does not refund me this time. But we can still add to the vulnerable count. And I'm out of mana, or energy. "99 vulnerable, weak, and frail." Sure. I could play Impervious and then just kind of like not take damage. Then I can't play Stampede, which is maybe better in this situation, because my cards are being limited. I kinda want Hellraiser too, but then I can't bash. I think that's probably gonna have to be okay. Let's shrug it off. I was hoping that would be a something spell. Okay, next time we draw Bully, we win the game. Probably. Molten Fist to double the... Let's Tremble first. Then Molten Fist. Spite. Headbutt. Taking Bully. And pass. Then we're gonna triple attack with this Bully. 400 damage. I don't know if there's an Act 4. I just used all my potions, assuming that it wasn't. So the Archdemon's Thrall has arrived. Sure. Threaten. Enemy kill. That guy seems stronger than me. You dealt 1240 damage to the Architect, but it wasn't enough. You have dealt a total of 1240 damage to the Architect. The Architect still stands despite taking 294 million damage from all who have faced them. That is... It is mere hours since this game has released. Mere hours since this game has released. I think 6, maybe. And 619 divided 1240. That is 237,000 times what I have done. So that many runs have been done, or people are just way better at the game than I am. One of those two things. Probably a little of both. And they're on our unlocks. So let's go to our unlocks. So these epics are like little stories, I guess. So you can read them on your own time. Scribbles. On this quiet planet, beasts of imagination began to dot the world. They roamed the lands in this time of simple, gleeful violence. Countless ways to kill, to feed, and proliferate are suggested. Colonies, hives, groups, and schools ebb and flow into the nooks and crannies of Prion. I guess Prion is a place that we are at. And we have unlocked the Unsettling Lamp. Each combat, the first time you play a card that debuffs an enemy, double its effect. That's cool. Intimidating Helmet. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. Okay. And Reptile Trinket. Whenever you use a potion, gain 3 strength this turn. That's kind of cool. Would encourage me to use potions, that's for sure. Yeah, and there are different ways that you can unlock the epics. Chapter 1, The Pact, the Ironclad. For centuries, war raged between the Ironclads and the Valley Guard. Driven by ambition, a young Ironclad ventures to the forbidden boundary and bargains with a sacred demon. Then we've unlocked potions, the Blood Potion, Soldier's Stew. All cards gain Strike, gain 1 replay. This combat replay plays an additional time. Blood Potion heals you for 20% of your max hit points, and Ash Water exhaust any number of cards in your hand. Cool. Those are very Ironcladish. The Ironclad's rage cannot be tamed. Ascension difficulties can be activated when starting a run. Nice. Devastation, Chapter 2. The Ironclad's strength surges. The flames of the demonic pack course through his blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in two. The Desert Tribe are burnt to a crisp. Windwalkers smash into the ground. What's a Windwalker? And even a familiar horde of aggressive bronze-cladded warriors are set ablaze with these exciting new flames. All the Ironclad's enemies are shown no mercy. All the Ironclads. Ironclad? Where is everyone? And now we can get Red Skull while your HP is at or below 50%. You have 3 additional strength. Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50%. And Ruined Helmet each time the first time you gain strength each combat, double the amount gained. Wow, I cannot read. It'd be so cool to be able to read. And that's it. That's what I unlocked so far. So that is kind of my second and third runs at Slay the Spire 2. I hope this was enjoyable for you. Obviously, if you come to me for your Legends of Runeterra content, I don't expect that you necessarily want the Slay the Spire 2 content, and I'm probably not going to do too much more of it, but it's exciting times, and I love Slay the Spire. I put so many hours into the first one, 624 according to Steam, and I plan on playing this one a lot as well, and like I said, you can only capture that first time, your first time. So, hope you guys enjoyed this journey with me, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.